So hello and welcome to Handmade Online Chelsea, to our session here this afternoon. So we're with Anna from Abalon, and she's going to be talking about sustainable porcelain candle making. So this is a live session, so please do get interactive with us and use our chat function. And Anna can answer any questions that you do have. So once again, Anna, welcome to Handmade Chelsea Online, and I'm going to hand over to you now, so do enjoy.
Hi everyone, welcome to my little cave. This is where I make. It's very sad times because we cannot be present. We are not together this time. A couple of years ago and last year actually we were in Handmade in Chelsea, and I found these times extraordinarily difficult as we trade for live. Small little makers like me live of this interaction with the public, and I want to start today the poem.
So sorry everyone, I can see that Anna's just frozen a little bit. Sorry Anna, you just froze a little bit there, not to worry. If we can go through that again, because I know that was a really lovely introduction.
I'll send them on the chat either way. I did Carol, I did my lampshades. Hi everyone.
Fantastic. So Anna, tell us
please feel free, because I don't like to be.
It's all right, Anna. Why don't we start? Yeah, I'm here. I can see you again. Everyone, sorry for the technical difficulties. We're going to blame that it's after 5 o'clock and everyone's rushing to send their last emails. So Anna, what have you got in front of you?
I have some molds, and I have some black porcelain. I have my equipment to slip cast my ceramic tea light, this one.
And is that a little bit of gold luster we can see on that?
Indeed, there's a little touch, just enough to see that it's a ceramic item and it's my brand as well. The actual brand is the gold lip, where you can actually drink from it. So it's soft and gold, and it's nice to have a little bit of glaze on your lips. So for me, sustainability, it's a way of living, it's a way of thinking, and it's about how we are using our resources. I always had this strong need for keeping nature alive. I grew up next to the sea. I used to be very worried seeing all the plastic. I always had a heart for humanity to change this, and now that I've grown, my aim is to produce sustainably. I think about the whole process, from the sketch in the paper to how I'm going to materialize it, how I could save material in the process. I'll show you in a minute how I do that. Everything is connected, from the way we talk now, the way we are now communicating through internet, the way we use electricity, I use an electric kiln. The way we get all materials, I'm reusing some wood. It will be with me forever, as long as I can keep them, and I will be working with them. And the molds are made out of plaster. They aren't, you know, they could be ground. They are sent to a special bin. So all the materials that I use are long lasting, meaning that this product is not going to be thrown out to the bin. Aesthetically, they are nice. They don't have a logo that you can see. So it's in a way my artistic view that brands shouldn't shout at us like these logos. It's like, you're not that brand. You are the one that is choosing materials, that are choosing something that it will stay there. And in the candles, I thought in having not only a multiple used pot, but something that is refillable. So I designed soya, this is eco soya refills that goes inside the pots, and you can keep on using them. And I have all of my models prototyped. Right now, I finished Kickstarter campaign, crowdfund my big pot, which is going to be, I believe, 700-800 gram soya 5-wick candle. And when that happens, means that people don't need to throw that space. It can be clean, it can be reused as a plant pot, but also it could be reused as a candle if they choose. For my designs also, you know, I give the choice. You can choose to use your own tea lights. You can choose to get another provider. You can always choose to buy it from me. It will always fit another place, so you can also get those. But the idea is that you can use both things, the refills, the candles, and rethink the use of this.
So Anna, if I could just jump in, because we're kind of looking at some of your collection, but you've got the London Black. Now I know that that's either kind of a vessel without a candle, but you've also got some different scents as well. Can we have another look at your black candle, your London Black candle? Because it'd be really nice to have another look at, because we've actually got that online. So yeah, and we've also got that lovely white with the black marbling running through it.
Yes, the black model, I'm just making it, so it's not yet available. That's the first prototype I made. And I have this limited collection, which is the one that is marble, is glowing body, and you can see it through, so it will shine. I'm looking for a torch, and right now what I can do is show it to you in my lamp. So I don't know if you see how it glows straight away. So it's very, very, very translucent. So if I have it there, it will just eventually, you can see it through, basically. Pretty porcelain. It's hand polished. So I use diamond pads with water. And they usually, the basic model has around 4 firings. Sorry, my thumb is broken. So 4 firings. And then the high luxury range, which they have little kintsugi fittings, which was broken. I glazed it and put gold into it. And they will have in between 6, 7, sometimes more firings. They make them way more resistant to thermal impact, meaning that this is one of the safest, if not the safest, candle you can have in your table. If anything goes wrong, this will hold 1,200 degrees. You can put a fire torch there and nothing will happen because it's on glaze. So that said, I work very hard with this to happen because I make them all by hand already in 4,000 or 5,000 of them made. So it's quite a lot. I get quite tired. For the ones that I'm making, this will have one for the bisque, one for the high firing, one for the glaze, one for the gold, and one for the transfer. So they have 5 firings, these ones. It's the only way to work with high-end products. Some of the one-fired bone china, I just realized that when I try to refire them or do some decoration, I don't know why, but the glaze, it just, I can't work with candles and glaze at the moment. I feel that raw ceramic is way more safer in case the wick falls, in case you have a bigger amount of essential oil, which is obviously alcohol and is flammable. It could always happen that this is a natural product, so they're all different. And from time to time, one candle would just go different, or it won't burn, or it will burn too much. I am not the maker of the wicks, so I can't tell what is the problem. I still don't understand. But what I do understand is that this is the best material to have a candle in. This is the only pot that is not translucent, but all of the others are translucent. Let me show you the red.
I can see that time is getting on there. Do you want to start doing the demonstration?
Yeah, of course. It takes around 5 minutes. So, going to turn around. This is the table. So you need to be level, which this table is. You need to first create that wherever you're going to work in with the porcelain, particularly liquid, it needs to be completely flat, stable, and balanced. So the first thing to do is just make sure that you know what you're working and if it's labeled, and if not, try to make it level for you. I'm going to show you how this works. Porcelain is a primary type of clay. If you're familiar with clays, there are two types of clays, the primary ones and the secondary ones. The difference is where they've been found. The primary ones, they found themselves next to the source of decomposition, which are usually granites, marbles. That's why in the coast of Devon we have this beautiful kaolin, because there are lots of granite there. So when you found the first decomposition of that material, which is the pure rock decomposing to powder by thousands of millions of years by the natural earth, you have this very thin, beautiful dust that then is mixed with other type of minerals to make it workable in different temperatures. So porcelains in particular are a blend of kaolins, and it will have quartz and bentonites and ball clay other type of materials. So we can actually work in these electrical devices that are super efficient. Actually, that's my new kiln from Stoke-on-Trent. It just arrived, so I like to have it. Isolation is very important to keep the heat. But anyway, that's another theme. So porcelain is a are found in different locations, and they are moved by the natural agents like rivers, and you can find them in the edges of the rivers. Or if you go to through England, you probably might find that there's lots of water in that ground, and probably that is clay as well. It's been decomposed and it has color. It's mixed with oxides. It's mixed with earth, with and this is all the variations that we have in pottery. A good thing to get into pottery is actually to go and find your own clay. I really love that first approach to go to earth and get it and work with it and see what happens. I work with this primary clay because I was very touched by the translucency of porcelain, and this sonority is just so beautiful, and something that is fired and then transformed into this hard quartz material which I can work with. I was just fascinated. That said, I'm going to show you. This is a black porcelain. It is mixed with oxides, and it has a good balance to have this color in it. Although you have to attempt a lot to get it that black. The way to do a slip cast is to have your plaster mold and you have your liquid. Sorry, this is like the best I could do right now. I usually have a different mug, but I can't really hold that much. So I found this for the purpose of today. So we pour it. I think it was see it. I think you can. There we go. I'm giving it because this slip cast, it has an electrolyte and is activated by action. So we have it liquid again. It was quite solid. There we go. So what you will see is how the porcelain is going to be absorbed into the mold. And we'll leave here the computer so you can see the process closer. And this will look when I just pour the liquid out. And when this is already absorbed here, you see the thin lip? I cut it with a knife, and then we have the first cast. And I usually have a clock and I measure it by time. Each clay has a timing. Each plaster has a different porosity. What I do with the beads is I put them on the side so nothing goes to waste. And I don't have a sample of, oh yes I do. So this is chunks of the red collection that I made into is a soap item, but so you can see I fire them and then I work different tools to different pots. So this is some of the red chunks that I've been using, because the red collection that I made for Kickstarter was finished in August, and I'm right now, whenever I have the time, I'm with a black collection, and it will be probably launch in a couple of weeks, and my aim is to help. I'm going to go farther with the prototyping, and that's how I fund this little sustainable business as well, which is also sustainability into it.
Goodness me, Anna, we could do a whole session with you. I think we've covered everything from your studio to some of your new pieces to a candle to pouring to kind of how you finish the top with a scalpel taking around the top. There's just so much that you do. So we are coming now to the end of the session. So what I've done is I've put the link to Anna's shop in there. That's all right, Anna. We've now got live chat, so you can pop over to live chat and you can leave your questions. You can go on to Anna's live chat through going through the interact.handmadeinbritain.co.uk website, and you can actually go onto Anna's profile and click chat, and that will take you there. So find Anna's chat room on the left-hand side, and do go and see her profile because there's lots of items we haven't been able to cover just yet. So do go, because it ranges from lampshades to candles, to vessels, to earrings, so to jewellery as well. I can see, have you got a pair on there, Anna? Are you wearing a pair of your earrings?
Oh yeah.
There we go. See, so there's enough. Again, we could keep going on and on. So Anna is really nice and versatile. So do go over and do go and have a look at the collection. So once again, Anna, thank you so much for your time. I don't know where that's gone, and thank you all to our attendees for joining. It's been wonderful to have you. And Anna, once again, thank you for working with Handmade Chelsea online. It's been great to see you this evening. All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Bye everyone.